Hello everyone and welcome back to my little art club. Population me and feelings of loneliness. Today I will be again drawing one of my friends. I will be calling her Felix, firstly because I want to protect her identity and secondly because that is her name. I started with just some doodles since I wasn't sure what exactly I wanted to draw. I know that some of you might say that you should plan what are you drawing before you start, but with my levels of procrastination and indecisiveness, that would mean that preparation for one drawing would take fucking years. Right now, I'm just drawing everything to the wall and I will elaborate on the first thing that will stick. Felix is a very different person from Tomcho that I drew last time. He wears red, she wears black, he looks pretty ordinary, she's very aggressively emo, he is tall, she draws furry shit, and that is so cool. Because that means I cannot offend her by making her into an animal. First I thought that I could draw her as a crow, because when we were playing D&D she was always playing as Kenku, which is one of these things, but I also wanted to try and make something with fur this time, so I basically gave up on the crow idea and make a dog instead, since from what I've seen she likes to draw dogs a lot, so I wanted to make something that would be close to her expertise, although now I am realizing that since she draws things like this all the time and is very good at it, it is kind of like making Einstein's math homework. As you can see, I am currently extremely dumbfounded by the concept of dog legs and animals in general, since I cannot for the love of God figure out how to draw a body of this Pokemon. So I tried to draw a stickman as a pose reference, which was so good of an idea that I forgot about it almost immediately and ignored it for the rest of the process. I gave it a little too much of a shoulder length, so right now it looks a little too much like a bodybuilder. And by the way, the arm that is flexing is actually supposed to be scratching itself on the head, but unfortunately I'm just too good at drawing animals for that. When it comes to typing of this Pokemon, I was thinking definitely dark type, since its model is literally an emo girl. As for the second typing, I would like to make it make more sense in regards of the backstory of the species of this Pokemon, and since it is a dog, I think it would be very cool if we made it into sort of like psychic type emotional support animal. I know that maybe it doesn't look like an emotional support dog, but maybe it once was before it discovered, I don't know, internet. Also, the thing that makes dogs such a good support animals is their ability to distinguish when we are sad. So I decided to make it able to kind of magically read human emotions, since that would make it the best emotional support anything. By the way, I'm drawing this right after my first two college exam finals and I already know that I failed computer science. So right now I am waiting for the next term and praying to all gods in existence that I will make it, since what are my other options? I will either have to draw a furry porn or do YouTube, the latter of which will not make too much money with my 10 subs, so my hands are pretty much tied. I guess that at the end of the day, those who pass IT school will become furries and those who will fail will have to draw their personas to survive, just like Jesus said. A lot of YouTubers like to give their viewers challenges, such as 10,000 likes for part 2, but since I am not like the other girls, I will make a different challenge. If this video gets less than 10 likes, I will start selling feed pics. I just realized that I basically already showed my feed in the last video, but shut up. Now, I have finished the sketch and it's time to do line art. This time it will be harder than last time, since Tomchinatok was more of a cube shape, so I used mostly just straight lines for this outline. But this Pokemon is more of a half circle shape, so I will have to be very careful with my graphical pen movements. I have to admit that drawing with precision does not come to me naturally, which is maybe why I prefer drawing sketches, since you can just go over the same line multiple times and it will look good enough. But with line art, you have to do the same with just one line. So if you were wondering why I'm sometimes deleting one line and redrawing it over and over, that is why. Yesterday, I bought myself Pokémon Violet, and I planned to play it today after I finish my exams, but since I kind of failed the test, myself and everybody who ever believed in me, I decided that I will only play it after this video goes live, since I want to feel like I did at least something productive. And I did not play it yet, so I think I will succeed at least at this. So this is my team. Manny is fighting type. This is Rocco, my starter that evolved into this fire type. Now I have Omni, who's named after the one bitch from Digital Circus. Then I got Gardevoir because I am a degenerate. I have Golduck for absence of better water type. And lastly I have Philip, Fletchling deck, which I named. His name is Philip. Yeah, I said that. Then I also have this very cute dog, and this other dog, which I named Gogo. And I have this one, which I thought was shiny tentacle, but it's not, so I named it Jackbait. And this is my first Pokemon I ever caught, Donald Trump. And it's time for coloring. As a primary color, I wanted to choose white, but it would look too light, so I went with gray instead. But I think that when I add background, it will actually look white anyway. Other than fur, I would like to implement some neon colors to emphasize the dark typing of this Pokemon. But to be honest, I don't really know Felix's color preferences, so I will just make it how I would like it. And today I feel like drawing some cyan and pink combination, so that is what I will do. I will also make its eyes and teeth glow, because I think that will look cool. I actually really like what I did, so I hope the Felix will feel the same. And the last thing this drawing needs is some shadows. I will use a very easy shading and then blur the lines a bit to make it look like it's covered in fur. I also added some minimal highlights, which I normally don't do, but since I made its nose reflect light, I thought it would be best to keep it consistent. And lastly, I made some light come from its eyes, teeth, and why not even tongue? Because things that glow in dark are objectively the best. And that will be pretty much it, so I would just ask you to like and subscribe, because we are really close to surpassing Jesus Christ in the number of followers, and you want to surpass Jesus Christ, right? Felix, furry Pokemon. Ability: Hypnotizing Neon. Every time enemy Pokemon uses non-attacking move during its turn, it will get flashed and its evasiveness will fall. Pokédex entry. Can read all human emotions and are able to relieve feelings of stress and depression by licking people. As a puppy, they are usually used as emotional support animals until they grow up and become obsessed with concepts such as drawing furry porn and selling feed pics.